preschool. It's Miss Bethany again, and today I'm going to read you a book. Do you know this book? I think you do. It's called Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Remember, that's the title of the book. And this book was written by Eric Litwin. Who writes the words in a book? That's right, the author writes the words. And James Dean drew the pictures in this book. And who draws the pictures in a book? The illustrator. Good. And what is this part of the book called? The front of the book. And what is this part of the book called? The back of the book. And what is this part of the book that holds the pages together? What's that called? Good, the spine of the book. All right, I'm ready to read it. Are you guys ready? Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much he sang this song. Look, Pete is thinking about the number 4. Can you draw the number 4 in the air with your finger? You're going to go down, across, and then make another line down. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons, my buttons, my buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Are you singing with me? You should be singing and showing me 4 fingers. Pop. Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Show me 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Good job. 3. Because 4 minus 1 equals 3. Can we make a 3 in the air with our finger? A 3 is kind of like around and around, like 2 sideways rainbows. Ready? Around, around. Good job. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He's thinking about the number 3 and he's thinking groovy. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Can you count? 1, 2. Show me 2 fingers. Good. 2. Can we make a 2 in the air with our finger? Start here and go up, down, and back. 2. Because 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Oh, here's an ice cream truck, yummy. Pop. Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1, just 1. What color is this last button? Can you see? Red. What color is this button? Green. make a 1 in the air with your finger? All you have to do is make a line down. 1, because 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my one groovy button. My button, my one groovy button. Pop. Oh no, the last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? How many does he have on his shirt? None? 0. He has 0 buttons on his shirt. What shape is a 0? The shape of an oval. Can you make a 0 in the air with your finger? Good job. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? Do you know? His belly button, and he kept on singing his song. He's thinking, it's all good. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Because buttons come and buttons go. The end. Did you like that book? Good, I love this book too. The next story you hear from me will be another Pete the Cat book. Isn't that exciting? So how many buttons did Pete have at the beginning of the story? 4. Good job. Remember, we're making a line down, across, and then another line down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what happened next? 1 popped off, right? So then how many did he have? If we take away 1, he had 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what happened next? Now he has 2 buttons. 2. 1, 2. And if 1 more pops off, how many does that leave him? 1. 1 button. And when the last button pops off, what happened at the end of the story? He had his belly button, right? And he kept on singing. What a great story. Even though Pete lost buttons, he didn't cry about it. He just kept on singing. Because it's all good. What a great story. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.